It appears that Lola Tung is one of the stars of summer 2022 with her breakout role in the Amazon Prime series The Summer I Turned Pretty. Lola appears in the lead role of Isabel or Belly in the highly anticipated TV adaptation of the novels by Jenny Han. It appears that this 19-year-old actress is getting a running start on her road to fame, but before this, it said she was just in school productions and in some campaigns. Since this is Lola's first official acting credit, we're still uncovering what there is to know about this young star who has viewers all over the world falling for her. If you want to know more about Lola Tung as well as how she got her start in Hollywood, then stay tuned because we'll get into all of that and more here for you on Famous Life. Lola Tung was born to an Asian American family on October 28, 2002 in New York City. There isn't much information out there about Lola's parents, or her father especially, but we know her mother is named Pia Tung and Lola still lives with her in New York. She's also mentioned that her mom Pia is her biggest supporter. She said about her mom, "She saw how passionate I was about acting and how happy performing made me. She's always there for me." Lola was raised in New York City as well, graduating from LaGuardia High School, which is best known as the school from Fame the musical film, as well as for its high-profile alumni like Jennifer Aniston, Timothée Chalamet, and Nicki Minaj. Lola first performed in a talent show in 4th grade and then fell in love with being on stage when she was in 6th grade, when she played the Tin Man in the musical Wizard of Oz. However, it wasn't until she took acting classes in high school that Lola decided acting was the definite career path for her. After this, Lola went off to Carnegie Mellon University in Pittsburgh, a prestigious and private school in Pennsylvania. However, the universe had other plans for the young Lola as she scored an audition for The Summer I Turned Pretty. In fact, it all happened so quickly, and technically, she's still enrolled in college. She took the year off when filming for the series started. Lola's first time stepping foot on campus at Carnegie would be when she was just a freshman, as the pandemic made college visits a lot tougher. She was nervous about Pittsburgh being too different from NYC to get used to, but she was surprised by what she thought was a perfect balance of city and suburbs, falling in love with nearby campus spots like Shenley Park. Most acting students attending Carnegie Mellon School of Drama dream of one day starring on the stage or on screen, but not many achieve that goal before the end of their freshman year like Lola did. Her hiatus from college may last a bit longer at this rate though, since The Summer I Turned Pretty was already renewed for a second season. She said about this, "It was really hard to balance both, but the community is so supportive and I am in contact with my teachers and friends, which is really lovely." Her plans are up in the air because of the upcoming production schedule on season 2 of the show, and despite what happens next, Lola claims that her year at CMU so far was far more than worth it. She said, "I don't think I'd be where I am right now without my 1 year at CMU. I learned a lot about acting and also about myself as a person, being away in a different city and learning what it's like to be in that environment. I learned a lot about professionalism and working with people who are as passionate as I am about acting and theater." Well, it seems that Lola did learn a lot, because The Summer I Turned Pretty is her first ever official acting credit. Before portraying Isabel Belly Conklin on the series, she'd only been in her school productions. When she's not on screen though, Lola also likes to sing and is talented at that. She often posts herself performing covers on social media, including a stunning version of Phoebe Bridgers' Funeral. Well, on the subject of landing her lead role in the Amazon Prime series The Summer I Turned Pretty, Lola claims it was a quick and unexpected process. The series is a highly anticipated teen drama based on the novels of the same title by Jenny Han, who's also the woman behind the hit Netflix movies To All the Boys I've Loved Before. This could very well be the ultimate binge watch of summer 2022, and by the looks of it, it's a hit. In the show, Lola's character, Isabel Belly Conklin, heads with her family to Cousins Beach for summer vacation, as they have done year after year. And she finds herself in a love triangle with her childhood friends, brothers Jeremiah and Conrad. After the first episode of the show aired on June 17, 2022, fans rushed to rate it, and many viewers loved how Lola portrayed Belly. Most actresses start their careers by playing small or uncredited roles, but Lola made a big splash when she took on the main role. Lola said about landing this major gig, It was so wild. My manager and I started working together after she had seen me in my high school showcase and reached out to me. I was at school in Pittsburgh at Carnegie when she said, "There's this audition that I think you'd be really great for." I was like, "All right, I'll submit tapes for this audition, but I'm really focused on school because it's really important to me." So I did it in my apartment in Pittsburgh with my roommates. I heard back about testing for the role of Belly very quickly after. Lola also added the whole process continued over Zoom, and it was easy for her. Every chemistry reading she did with her co-stars also occurred on Zoom, and she would do these calls after coming home from her classes. She said that she didn't know she was going to get the lead role of Isabel, and she was just getting on a Zoom call to chat with Jenny and one of the directors as well as a few others on the crew to learn more about her. So Lola went on, not expecting much, but the crew broke the news to her right there. Lola continued, "I freaked out and called my mom, my dad, and my roommates. It was beyond. I couldn't have ever imagined what would be happening." Lola did have fun going to Wilmington, North Carolina a few weeks prior to filming to get to know her co-stars like Christopher Briney and Gavin Casalegnov to form bonds, which she hopes will be noticeable in the acting on the show. Lola said about her co-stars, "I think both have such wonderful, unique qualities that I love about them as people. And I was able to carry that over to filming and make those things that Belly loves about Conrad and Jeremiah." Well, it seems right now Lola's plan is to really grow with her character Isabel Belly and gear up for season 2. When asked about how Lola herself relates to her character Belly, she said, "I love a lot of things about Belly. She's only a couple years younger than I am. I think we have a lot in common. She's very headstrong and determined. She's figuring everything out and finding her own path and coming into her own. That's something I'm definitely still doing in my life right now and that a lot of people can relate to. I'm really grateful we were so close in age and that I was able to bring a bit of myself to her. She just is a very loving person and cares a lot about the people in her life and her family and the Fisher boys." As of now, Lola Tung has no idea what could come next for her, but she has mentioned that women-driven dramedies like Phoebe Waller-Bridges' Fleabag and Michaela Coel's I May Destroy You appeal to her creative side. Lola is also a theater kid at heart, so she hopes to do some stage work in the future as well. For now though, she's just looking forward to becoming Belly again and further exploring her story in the second season of The Summer I Turned Pretty. I'm sure that this is only the beginning for this young and up-and-coming actress. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to Famous Life and leave a comment for who you'd like us to feature next.